What I'm about to tell you today might shock you, but it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I know how systems work. When a stranger, someone that you don't know, wants to give you something for free, you need to ask yourself, what is in it for them? What is their motive? If you're new to my channel, welcome for the first time. If you're returning, good to see you again. You may be aware of certain debt charities, like StepChange as an example. They are willing to help you for free to deal with your debt. For free. If they're helping you for free, where are they getting their money from? Let's find out. I create these videos for all of you to consume for free. I try and be as detailed as possible in all of my videos and provide you as much information as possible to help you with whatever subject it is that you're watching. But why do I do it? What is my motive? I'm here to prove that you don't need a certificate or a few letters behind your name in order for you to understand certain subjects and talk about them. You don't need to be prancing around in a suit and tie with a briefcase in your hand in order to dissect laws and legislation. I can do that with a baseball cap on, wearing a tracksuit. It's not that difficult, and that's why I like to show people that it isn't that difficult. It's important for you to know and understand a person's motive or reason for doing things. My motive is bigger than money. I'm looking to change the world and influence the world for the better. Now let's talk about StepChange. StepChange are willing to help you, to talk to you for free. They're willing to help you with your situation. They don't charge you anything. That's what they say. So, where are they getting the money from in order to pay the 1,500 staff that they have working for them? It's obvious, donations. There's some really kind people out there. Really kind people who just want to donate to a charity like this so they can help people who are struggling with debt. They help them by funding this advice service. But who are these people? We need to know who these people are because we need to thank them. These are really kind people. Let's take a look and find out who these people are who are so generous. Let's go on the StepChange website. Okay, so we're on a page where StepChange talk about where they are getting this money from, where they're getting this funding from. So let's read. Fair share contribution. Creditors understand that free debt advice is beneficial to their customers and society as a whole. Oh, that's really nice of them. Fair share contribution, FSC, is a funding model that we introduced to the UK whereby creditors make a donation to our charity. Creditors make a donation to the charity. Okay. With FSC, creditors who receive a payment from one of their customers on a StepChange debt management plan pay a percentage-based contribution for our service based on the payments they receive. Interesting? This funding model allows us to continue to provide free debt advice, and continuous support to our clients. It is widely recognized within the industry and was recently endorsed in an independent review of the funding of debt advice by Peter Wyman. Okay, let me explain this in plain English. If you contact StepChange and set up a StepChange debt management plan, every time you're making payments to your creditors, StepChange receive a kickback from the creditors, i.e. a percentage commission from the payments that you are making to your creditors. This is what they call helping you for free. Now, I don't know what the percentage is that they receive back from the creditor, but does it matter? There's an immediate conflict of interest there. It means that StepChange are essentially working for the creditor. Let me give you an example. If you're working for a company and you receive a £20,000 a year flat salary, it doesn't matter how hard you work or how little you work, you still receive the same amount a year. Now, if you are in a commission-based role, so it means that you get 20% of any money that you bring in, you are incentivized to bring in more money because the more money you bring in, the more you get paid as a percentage. So if you're StepChange, is it better for you to have the debtor paying £1 a month to the creditor or £20 a month? Is it better to have them paying £20 a month to the creditor or £200 per month? Are you a charity or are you a business? Which one is it? It's no wonder that one of the representatives of StepChange announced that they wanted to double the amount of people that they wanted to be helping. Salaries need to be paid, and I'm sure the people at the top are earning a very nice salary. I remember when charities used to be you giving up your time to help someone for free, but clearly I've got the wrong end of the stick. Just in case you haven't worked out fully what's going on, I'm going to tell you. The people that you are going to, when you're vulnerable, to help you deal with the people who are chasing you for money are being funded by the people who are chasing you for money. So the free service that you believe you're getting from StepChange is not a free service. You are paying for that service. You are paying through the payments that you give to the creditor because they get a cut of the payments that you are paying to that creditor. So what is actually going on here is the collection of your debt has been outsourced by the creditor to StepChange. And StepChange get a commission based on whatever you're paying. Who else do creditors outsource debt collection to? Let me think. Who do they outsource debt collection to and they pay a commission when they contact you and can get you to pay? What they called debt collectors. This isn't me making this up. As you can see, it's there in black and white on their website. You can go to their website yourself and take a look. But if you think that's all, the fun's only just begun. Okay, so that's how StepChange makes their money. We have to accept that. I guess we thought it was free and it's not free. So that's their income stream. So fair enough, that's how they're making their money. But hold on, let's have another look at their website because there's another section. Other income. Last year's donations, well, we know what a donation is now. It's a kickback. Amounted to 80% of all income in the year. However, we are actively diversifying our funding model. Funding model, I love that. They call their business model a funding model. Okay. We are actively diversifying our funding model so that we can help more people. That's so nice of them. We receive money from StepChange voluntary arrangements. StepChange voluntary arrangement, which arranges and supervises individual voluntary arrangements, IVAs. Good old IVAs. This is where it gets interesting. The firm earns fees. Let me repeat that. The firm earns fees. The firm earns fees that are agreed with the creditors at the outset of the IVA arrangement. They're talking about the IVA, and which are deducted from subsequent distributions made to those creditors. Our other subsidiary, StepChange Financial Solutions, also contributes to our income. It provides advice and the arrangement of both equity release plans and mortgages aimed at helping people out of problem debt. Wow. That is impressive. That is an impressive charity model. Okay, I'm going to explain to you why I produced this video. So many people have been contacting me recently and in the past about the fact that every time they've gone to StepChange, StepChange tried to tell them to go down the IVA route. So I needed to understand why StepChange would try to push someone down an IVA route when they're not an IVA candidate. They don't even have an asset. Their situation can be dealt with by managing the debt themselves. So why would you push them down the IVA route? So this is how I discovered what I'm talking about today. I didn't get it why a debt charity. A charity who are there supposed to help people when they're at their lowest, when they're so vulnerable. That's supposed to be the place where they can turn to that's going to give them solid advice to try and help them get out their situation with the least possible harm to them. How can you trust a charity that encourages you to change a debt that could be managed by token payments into a debt that if you mess up, that you risk being made bankrupt immediately? They receive money, a fee, for every single person that they manage to convince to go down the IVA route. They receive a nice fee every time. I'm going to let that sit with you. I tell you all the time, and I'll continue to tell you until I'm blue in the face, never choose to go down the IVA route. Do not choose that route. If you're considering it and you think it may be good for you, at least take the time to fully understand your choice. While I'm talking about that subject, you know I have my video about why you shouldn't get into an IVA. Be aware of the comment section of that video, because insolvency practitioners like to put their fake reviews pretending that they're an independent client and they've had a great story with it, etc., etc. They think people are stupid and wouldn't be able to understand that it is a fake review. But the great thing is, it means this video is actually getting real traction and it's stopping a lot of people going down a route that they shouldn't be going down. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is how StepChange, the debt charity, works. The free debt charity works. They make money from you whenever you go down any of their plans. You pay them. You pay them through the creditor when they get their kickback from the creditor. They're a commission-based service. The only thing they need to decide when you call them up is how much money to make from you. How much money they can convince you to part with so they can get the commission. I'm going to end this video by saying to you all, please share this video. There are people that you will not know who are looking to go down a certain route and they have no knowledge of what they're doing. They have no knowledge that they're going into someone pretending to be a helpful charity like StepChange are, really when they're just working for the creditor in order to try and get you into a plan so they can make money off you. So it's important that you share this type of video so you don't know who sees it and who needs it and who will benefit from it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please make sure you hit that like button and put any comments in the comment box. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button as well and turn on the bell notification. All of you that have followed me for all the time that you have, and I know so many of you have, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to catch you on the next video.